have people talking about the President of the United States calling mostly black women low IQ. Let me go pull up some of the stuff because that's what really stuck with me. I was very offended when he kept trying to call, black women who were trying to get the truth and take him to task with the justice system low IQ. But it's okay. But we got more quotes. I'm gonna just start with that one because that's the one that jumps out first to me. But go ahead, who's next in the queue? And I'll go do my due diligence. I was next in the queue about Jimmy Kimmel, but we didn't change the fucking topic now. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, somebody's a little angry.
There's the reverse.
Back that thing up, so
Back that thing up.
Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel. So, Lord help me, Jesus. Listen, and forgive me for cussing, y'all. I'm trying to do better. I love Jesus.
Curse words, please.
you don't have to correct.
Jimmy Kimmel has a show. Everyone has a TV show. And under the First Amendment, freedom of speech, we are allowed to say what we want. Guess what else is also protected under the First Amendment? Actually, hate speech. Right or wrong, and of course we know hate speech is wrong, right? But when you consider the alternative of stopping people from speaking, when you consider that there's a government that wants to control what you say, that is detrimental to all people, to everybody. So for you to say, but he's the president, he can say what people know, because the document on which this country was built was the very first amendment to the Constitution was about having the freedom to say what you want. It's not because you're a president that you get to say, you don't get to say that. That's not correct. And if that were the case, then what could you be held from saying? Maybe Martin Luther King could not get up and give his I Have a Dream speech. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody that's Jewish
Maybe
speak out against the Holocaust. You cannot say, oh, he's the president and that's his close friend, so you can't say that. That is not the foundation on which a society, a free society is built, Christine. And so when you agree to let a government control what is said, you are asking for a lot of trouble. You could have your family, you right back working for free.
Doesn't mean I agree with it, but I'm just, reality is Martin Luther King is no longer our leader. You all fail to realize our universe has shifted. We are not living in those times anymore. President Trump is the president now. Freedom of speech is free, of course, but freedom of speech comes with certain consequences.
No, it doesn't.
The camel is that he lost his position on ABC. So freedom of speech is still real, but you have to it comes with consequences.
I'm wrong with her. And it's just the perspective that Mike. Can I do that, please?
Mike, you gotta mute up. It's not too bad.
Thank you. People's key grade.
Y'all don't throw him to the goo enough for me.
So I just want to impart some things because y'all keep saying.
So I thought.
Hold on one second.
I just want to impart some facts before we go on. Shut up, damn!
Stop bringing him back up, y'all.
Fuck up. Like, why you keep? I'm trying to explain what's protected, because we keep throwing out different things. So here's some facts to inject into the conversation so we don't just go off feelings and what we think, because we think we have a king. So Snyder v. 2011, the court protected the right of individuals to express extremist views, even in sensitive contexts like military funerals, affirming the principle that speech cannot be punished simply because it is offensive or deeply upsetting. Mattel versus Tam, 2017, the Supreme Court reaffirmed that there is no hate speech exception to free speech rights and that the government cannot discriminate against speech based on its viewpoint. So I'm saying that to say that you guys are talking about, oh, you know, this and that, and the president does not control the Constitution. These things are already protected, so there are laws guiding these things. Now we can have a conversation about company rules and things like that, but lawfully, people have the right in this country to say whatever the fuck it is they want to say, no matter how offensive it is to you. And this and this is expressed supremely from the right, because Charlie Kirk, one of them.
Mic back up, please.
Charlie Kirk was one of the main people who was trying to go to different universities and make his speeches, and they didn't want him to come there. And he used this same ruling and some First Amendment reference to make his way to those campuses. So I just wanted to let y'all know that before y'all keep saying, "Oh, Trump is the ruler," because he don't rule; he make the rules.
So first of all, we gotta back this up a little bit. So I think it's very.
What's your next?
I find it to be very rich.
Mike, it's not your turn to speak.
No.
You're not next.
What's the cue? What's the cue?
I was in the queue.
You wait for the mod to tell you to go. God damn.
Ray was off mic.
I was in
Ray.
One mic on Deborah. Who is next, Deborah?
I was definitely after.
Ma'am? Okay, then Ray's next.
I was able to speak after these all my name. It's crazy.
Wait, can you guys establish a queue so I know who's going
I was after Sloan.
Just do.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead.
These laws are crazy tonight.
Keep a queue. Keep a queue.
Ray, you go after Mike.
But specifically, I find it to be very rich that.
You guys don't be doing this in what's his name's room. Come on, stop.
And if they didn't have mob actors, they wouldn't be able to do it.
No, it just feels like a bit disrespectful. You need to quit telling them.
It definitely is disrespectful, but I find it to be very rich. I find it to be very rich that you have people on the left that are talking about the First Amendment and so on and so forth, when all throughout the Biden years, all throughout the Obama years, there was something called cancel culture. So the left was canceling anybody if you didn't agree. They wouldn't put you in forms. They wouldn't put you as correspondents. They wouldn't have you, and so on and so forth. I mean, even up to now, CNN. I mean, maybe Scott Jennings. Maybe. Other than that, it's just everybody's on the left on all these mainstream platforms. And so, the Republicans learned the game and said, "Hey, y'all want to cancel everybody, and y'all want to silence people? Then, hey, when we get the power and we have the influence and we have the decision making to our will, we're going to do it too. Except we're going to do it better. We're going to start suing people. We're going to start calling out lawsuits. We're going to start tapping pockets."
Exactly.
And I just think, and what I think is, and again, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I just find it to be very interesting that the left all of a sudden is taking this position when, 8 to 10, 12 years ago, it was canceling everybody that you didn't agree with.
Can you give an example of who was canceled? Can you give an example of cancel culture?
If I can land my plane, if I can land the plane,
Can you give an example of what you're saying?
If I can land my plane,
Can you give an example?
if I can land my plane, ma'am, there you go, ma'am. Again, this is the type of rhetoric and this is the type of stuff that you were pushing, and now that you're on the front end of it, now all of a sudden y'all want to cry. That's interesting.
Okay.
Can you give an example of the cancel culture? Who was canceled?
Mike.
Give him a minute. Can he answer that question, please?
Look it up for yourself.
All he's doing right now is rhetoric off Fox News. We heard about cancel culture today. But can you give an example? Do you have one example?
How about that?
Do you have an example?
That means he doesn't have an example at all. He doesn't.
Right. So shut the fuck up, Mike. You ain't talking about shit.
Can I jump in?
And he's going to continue to sue y'all out.
Can I jump in?
One mic on Lisa. Go ahead.
I appreciate that. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Okay, so some of the things that he said, now you guys have all heard and you hopefully read what Jimmy Kimmel said. So let's go back here. He said, talking about Kamala Harris, she's slow and lethargic. Kamala Harris is being exposed as a dummy.
Kamala is mentally impaired.
That's what Charlie Kirk said, not Jimmy Kimmel. I just wanted to correct.
Wait, I'm not.
No, you said that Jimmy Kimmel said that. You misspoke. That's all. But
okay, no, I'm saying I'm back to my original thing of bringing up everything Trump has said. And I said, do you guys have read what Jimmy Kimmel has said, which got his show canceled? And I was also that I was going to supply you with verbiage from Donald Trump with the way he talks and disrespects people. Okay? So Kamala is mentally impaired. And that was September 29, 2024. September 29, 2024, she is retarded. We can't even say retarded on this app without all you guys losing your fucking mind. I'm much better looking, not at a she's a bum. She was a bum 3 weeks ago. She was a bum, a failed vice president of failed administration. She's so bad. Oh, that was July 27, 2024.
Never called her a bum.
July. Would you stop talking when my lips are moving? Because I have my lip gloss on. Can you tell? Okay. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. She's fucking bad. July 3rd, 2024. Let's see. Very, very nasty. The meanest, most disrespectful of anybody in. Okay, now he's talking about when she was in Senate. August 11th, 2020. So for Sunny Hostin on The View, no, this is for Whoopi Goldberg, I said. Oh, yeah, she said. August 9th, 2024, she's so filthy. She was so dirty. Every word was filthy, dirty. What a loser she is. Okay, for January 9th, 2024, in regards to Fannie Willis, she's out of her mind. Let's see. For Nancy Pelosi, June 20th, 2024, she's crazy as a bed bug. She's a dog. 23. Let's see. I'm not going to read that one. October 2018. I don't know. Talking about Sonny Davis, horse face. 2025. March 25th, 2023. Sonny again. I never liked horse face. That wouldn't be the one. Let's see. I can go on and on. You know, because he's been in office twice. This has so many pages. I would be here all night at the disgusting stuff he said about other people. But we're taking what you've heard that Jimmy Kimmel said, and if you got the script, what you've read, does not even compare. Go ahead, y'all. Next in the queue, and I don't know who that is.
I'd like to respond to Mike.
I don't care what Trump has said in the past. He's gotten away with. Look at all the things he's gotten away before he even was elected president. So what? Now that he's president, you don't think he's gonna get away with even more? So what was you going through all of that?
Do you understand do you understand the power of the president, ma'am? This saddens me because you're one of the elders in our community.
And we all
Why you was talking to his
Ma'am, why are you Ma'am, I'm actually trying to be very respectful to you. All right, but what Lisa's not answering, I am. So you don't listen, you're not my grandma. You're not my grandma. You're somebody else's grandma. My grandma is way smarter than that. So you need to chill out. You have said dumb thing after dumb thing after dumb thing. So what I need to know from you, ma'am, is do you understand what the power of the presidency is? And do you understand what unilateral power is?
I do know what the power of the
presidency is. So then
he's using that power right now.
No, he's not. Do you understand that these things can be overturned?
Because he's using his power. That's why he got y'all all upset.
Girl, you're stupid. You are you are a dumb old lady.
You are really dumb.
You talk too damn.
No, you talk too damn much. You need to go get your grandbabies and have them come talk to you.
You are really dumb.
Little green Bibles at your door.
5 mics open on the stage, y'all. 5 mics are
So
open.
what was your
This is absolutely crazy.
Charlie,
I have to move on because we have a queue. I will circle back around if I get the opportunity. So who's next in the queue?
So he pointed out the horrible things that Trump said because you took umbrage with the fact that Jimmy Kimmel said something inappropriate. That was why she wanted to show there is hypocrisy. The other point that I want to make is so Mike, you talk about the whole cancel culture, but cancel culture is a society. It's based on the culture, the different subcultures in the community within the nation. So yes, people have a right to join together and say, we're not going to watch this show. They have a right to join to spend money for your product. Cancel culture is a way to show your voice that you dissent against whatever that person stands for. But cancel culture is of the people. That is not a government that cancels people for saying things on their own television show. That is the difference. And so that you make the argument, but your premise is not on a solid. It's not an even.
It wasn't the government that kicked Jimmy Kimmel off. It was Disney, a private ownership situation. So you're misinformed. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. It was.
DC, let her finish and blow your nose.
Everybody know the man. Go on mute because I'll tell you why you're wrong. Because the head of the FCC loves Trump. He removed DEI. He did a whole lot of things within the government, and he made it specifically extra strict when he got in January 20th. So although you may want to say it's ABC as a company, I assure you, ABC does whatever it is required to at the behest of the FCC. So.
Yeah, you got to be able to prove that. So, yeah, again, ABC called this out of it.
I don't have to prove anything. You need to know your work.
You are fake news.
Okay.
Lisa, can I get a
You are
Real quick, see that throne? He wants you to come up with an example or something. But he can say whatever he wants to.
Yeah, I ain't coming up with no example or
But
nothing.
you have to prove what you're saying.
I know I know. So you running the
Trump didn't do anything. It was ABC who fired her.
You
So what
know
But the fact that your black ass asked her to told her she got to prove it. That's my point.
Yeah, but
You don't have to do shit but repeat what Fox
it is
News
what
said.
it is.
That's your job. They're paying your black ass to repeat what
How are
Fox
you guys going to win? How are the Democrats going to win, Deborah?
Tommy, you are dumb.
win by shutting it.
Shut up.
We need an actual release.
Who's next in the queue?
Yeah, who's next in the queue?
Yeah, we need to get next in the queue. Who's next in the queue? And anybody coming off Is it Royal? Is it Royal next in the queue?
No, it's TC, I said. God damn it.
And then
It's definitely Royal than TC. Okay, so it's Royal, TC, and Alpha.
What's up, Alpha? How you doing?
Hey, y'all.
Is there anybody else that wanted to get in the queue? We got Royal, then TC, then Alpha Glam.
and then me.
Alpha knows she can get another
I'm supposed to get the TC this week, right?
I'm just gonna yell shit out. I'm just gonna yell shit out tonight. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay,
so
in the queue, you're more than welcome, ready to speak. I would never stop you.
I don't feel like being intelligent tonight, so
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, go ahead. At least you're being honest. Go ahead.
Royal,
Okay,
one mic on you.
Okay, so when it comes to stations that are regulated by the FCC, right? The problem is the administration has made it clear that they want things to go their way. They will go as far as doing lawsuits or even threaten to pull licenses. This is why something said on a comical midnight show or late night show has been pulled. I want you to think about this for a second. We're talking about midnight or late night shows that's been around for years, right? That has never been touched, and they've said all things in a comical or sarcastic way. It doesn't matter what it is. These types of shows, been touched. Okay, the only way it gets pulled is if the people say it, right? But unfortunately, a show that's been on for decades suddenly, right, pulled by a network because of a comment or a few comments or even a show of comments, which doesn't weigh. So there's that part. The other thing is, in the United States, we do know that the president has a certain power. They have the bully pulpit. So everything below the president is literally below them. It's beneath them. So they should not be, fear of things that are said about them. And you take Barack Obama as a perfect example. He's acknowledged as people have said things to him. He shrugs it off, or he fights his battles at home, in his own mind. He just keeps on pushing and keep running the government. Unfortunately, this particular president, as we know from both administrations that he's had, is very thin-skinned. So if you talk about him, suddenly there's again, or he's threatening people with lawsuits, or he's threatening to pull licenses. That's the problem with this president. He takes the bully pulpit and he goes the extra mile, knowing that if he was to do something like talk to a Jimmy Kimball or directly, he knows that, he got freedom of speech. So he used those threats to his station, to his advantage. Like, this is pretty easy to figure out, in any tyrannical government. It's pretty easy. I don't know why anybody's debating this. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's why I asked if there was a release, an actual release, because I don't believe it really, to be honest.
In addition to the FCC, there were also several stations who said that they wouldn't air Jimmy Kimmel tonight. And there's an article.
And for ABC.
Because the different local stations wouldn't air it. And there's an article that I put in a link in the chat.
Have y'all listened to it? Because he didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk. Everything he said was about Trump.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about, Kiana, because I really didn't hear much of anything except him calling out the hypocrisy on the right, trying to blame that the left is the one for violence. So I don't know. I don't see the issue, but I did also read somewhere that they said that that Jimmy Kimmel's contract was supposed to be up for renegotiation recently, and that apparently they weren't going to renegotiate. They hadn't planned to renegotiate because I guess the ratings hadn't been great in the last year or two. So there's a lot of other factors in play as well, but I definitely think they use this as a catalyst to, just like I think they're using Charlie Kirk's death in general to not only use censorship and do exactly what I think, honestly, Charlie Kirk didn't stand for, because Charlie Kirk was something that still, regardless of whether I agree with them or not, still believed in the First Amendment, still believed that you should be able to say what the fuck you want to say. So at the end of the day, whether I agree with some of the sentiments or not, that I don't think that's the call for a government to step in and say that you're then going to then censor everyone. I think that's the difference in the energy in this when in other firings. Yeah, we've seen other people be fired for their opinions and views, but the difference with this is we haven't really seen on this type of scale the government step in and say, okay, we're going to then dictate what you can and cannot say, and not just on air. You got people on TikTok and online saying that they've also losing their jobs just for saying something online. There was one woman that she didn't even say anything nefarious about Charlie Kirk. She just, I forget which her comment was, but it definitely wasn't anywhere near as disgusting as some of the other rhetoric, but she was still fired from her job. So it seems as if that, it's okay to fire people for their opinions about the death of Charlie Kirk. There hasn't been anything, I haven't heard anybody say they lost their job because they caused war on the left, because they felt like this shooter was a leftist and that the left is the one that's invoking violence. I haven't heard any of those people say that they've lost their jobs for saying those things. So I don't know, it's just a little bit of hypocrisy and selective outrage to me.
Somebody
said the same thing to Stephen Colbert.
Somebody said
I love intelligent people.
Somebody said that Jimmy Charlie Kirk's name. He did Charlie Kirk's name in that comment. He said that we had some new love the weekend with the mega gang desperately trying to cast this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one, and with everything they can to score political points. So he did say Charlie.
Did he say anything?
He just said his name. He just let the name.
Somebody said that he didn't.
Somebody said that we went to the church and they threw green Bibles in my yard. I'm the somebody, and I said he didn't say anything negative about Charlie Kirk.
He didn't mention Charlie Kirk at all, but he did mention Charlie Kirk. That's the
Did I say he didn't mention him at all?
That's pretty ridiculous.
What's the cue? What's the cue right now?
It wasn't Christine's turn. It wasn't Christine's turn. She just got them little green Bibles.
Okay, stop, Ray. Stop, Ray. Who's next? What's the cue? Okay, Royal, go ahead.
No, I think it's TC. I already went.
TC, go ahead.
Alpha is brilliant. Next speaker.
Okay, who's after TC? Kiana, you already went?
My main point was that he didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk that was negative. If y'all would like to actually listen to the clip, I could pull it up.
We heard it, and he didn't say anything, Kiana. You're right.
Yeah, Kiana said nothing negative about Charlie Kirk. He dragged Trump. He dragged Trump.
Hold up, we can't hear everybody talking. Who's talking right now?
It's me and Brooklyn.
All right, Kiana, go, then Brooklyn, go.
It was supposed to be TC, I think.
TC already gave up his turn. Hey, Brooklyn, do you have something to say?
Just let me get in there sometime.
Me and Kiana was having words together.
Okay.
And we were both saying that he didn't say anything wrong. He basically just mentioned Charlie Kirk. What he talked about was, MAGA's reason and blaming Democrats and liberals. And he played a clip of fucking J.D. Vance basically calling for violence on liberals. I'm canceling J.D. Vance. Like, literally, they are really calling for violence on liberals and Democrats. They are saying this on every fucking on Fox News. J.D. Vance did it on the podcast. All of these TikTok, all of these different outlets, and they're not getting canceled. This is violence they're calling for. Not just people being canceled, but actual violence. What the fuck is happening?
We should be very concerned, Brooklyn, because
I am concerned.
We just sitting back, shut down everything that they consider to be on the left. It's crazy.
Yes, that's what y'all didn't hear me crash out earlier. I am crashed out. I need a black woman's love right now because I feel like I'm alone. What the fuck? This is crazy.
No, you're not.
We can't say that.
Brooklyn, I'll come over.
She said, black woman, what are you doing?
No, because black women make everything better.
You ever hug a black woman with a big bosom? I mean, that is.
Oh, yeah. Never mind, you don't got to describe that.
You know what I'm saying? Like what we're talking about.
It feels like home.
The point that I was making was that black women is the reason why black men are through all of their trials and tribulations, and now we need them. They said they wasn't getting involved, but we need them to do something because this is crazy.
Kamala at home with her white.
Before y'all start next, I wanted to say something. Did anybody?
Who wants to get in the queue? Who's this?
Brooklyn, aren't you done yet?
Can I get in the queue, please?
Yes.
Who said that? It's too many people. Who said they want to get in the queue?
Gemini, I would like the room to look at my PTR. Tell me if y'all like it.
Who said look at your picture?
That's Ray.
Can I get in the queue?
Christine, please go ahead. One mic on you.
Okay. What I wanted to say is about this comment, because it appears that some people, it appears that the way it's worded, it can be miscommunicated to some people or uncomprehensible. The reason that the comment is so negative and controversial is because of the insensitive timing. The time's done. Charlie Kirk had just been murdered. Just consider that, and emotions were raw. Instead of focusing on compassion and condolences for Jimmy Kimmel, remark came across as political. And the other and that's the reason why. Okay, I can get thumbs down all I want, but I hope y'all.
What are you reading? Can I
No,
respond?
that's the whole reason why Trump and that's why he got. That's the reason.
What article you just read?
Go read the First Amendment. How about that? No, I'm not going to read the First Amendment. Okay, then.
Please let her complete her sentence. Please let her, and then offer all the pushback y'all like. One mic on y'all right after I do the same for you.
I was trying to convey to the room why Jimmy Kimmel was canceled. Due to the comments that he made, they were negative and controversial because of the insensitive timing that he made those comments.
But Christine, the issue with that is,
whoever's going to respond, we got to do one mic on them. Who's going to respond?
I want to respond.
Sloan came off first, so Sloan, then whoever wants to come after her.
Okay, so Christine, I did not confusing. I find it ridiculous, with all due respect, that you said just 20 minutes ago it was so bad that he needed to be removed from air, and feel like you've been fed more information. I don't know if you use ChatGPT, but now you're saying, well, it was the poor timing. And yeah, it could have been poor timing, but it wasn't that bad. So I don't understand a person like you that says that it's not that bad that he needs to be pulled off the air, yet you defend it.
No, let me just land.
Let her land. We gotta let people complete their thoughts.
I don't understand. Is that what you really do with your time? You defend things that you don't truly believe in?
No, what I was trying to make, I truly believe that he
Who's that? Okay.
pulled off the air unfairly. But I'm trying to
make
the room understand why they did it because of what Jimmy Kimmel did. It was insensitive to what he did at a time that someone was murdered, and everybody is all emotional about this murder. So that's the reason.
Let her finish. Please let her finish.
I'm not saying that I agree with it. No.
But Christine, my only thing is that we just had.
I'd like to speak, please. I'd like to speak, please.
I wasn't allowed to respond.
Yo, we heard you.
I'd really like to speak, please.
Okay,
I got you covered, bro.
Y'all need to pay attention to who's coming off mute.
Okay, Kiana, go on mute. You're not in the queue, ma'am.
Well, she was trying to clear it for me, so respect to Kiana. But I mean, I hear what you're saying, Christine, about why you think that might be the reason. I personally disagree with that. But the issue I think people are calling out is just the hypocrisy of it, because we just had, I forget that guy's name on Fox News, Brian something. He literally just went on a whole rant about how he felt that homeless people should be injected and should be killed. So, and yes, there was pushback, but you don't hear or have the call for the FCC. You don't hear the FCC calling and saying that he should be fired from Fox. He still has his job today. So that's what we're saying is like, it needs to be equal smoke for everybody. If that's the case, if you're saying that you believe that Jimmy Kimmel was fired for whatever he said about Charlie Kirk, then cool. But then that same rule should still apply to Brian Kirk, who literally said that we should be injecting and giving a lethal injection to homeless people, and that we should just kill them. Like that to me is way more, in my opinion, more fireable offense than what Jimmy Kimmel ever said. That's just me. But y'all go out.
Saying I agree with him.
Stop talking, y'all. Christine, don't come off the mic.
You can't come off the mic right now, Christine.
I say
you can't come off the mic right now, Christine.
It's literally never gonna stop.
I dropped her. Look, this is what we're doing. We gotta follow the cue or you're getting shot. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but we have to keep order in the room. We got a lot of people that want to get in the queue.
Could you put the Haitian in the queue?
He can't go in the queue.
Scared.
Check it, man. There's a lot of misinformation being stated. I hear people talking about FCC licenses. I hear people talking about, threatening to
like just pull shit from and like the government being responsible for the shit. As TC clearly stated, you know, ABC made a decision, and if we're being honest, a young lady tried to tell you there was companies, affiliates of ABC, that before ABC made that determination, they decided they were going to pull Jimmy Kimmel's content here. All right? ABC decided that afterwards, and they're well within their rights. This is not a free speech issue. This is not.
Said it because of the FCC.
Yo, Brooklyn, is this yo Gemini? I thought you said something was gonna happen. Gemini,
Brooklyn, please.
I thought you said something was gonna happen, bro.
Mike, please go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, man, look, and I see this as one of them, but whatever, it's all good. Yeah. So ultimately, this is not making a decision. This is private entities making a decision. All right? This all the whataboutism about what the Fox person said, and we need to have equal smoke. Who the fuck got equal smoke for anything? This is partisanship at its finest. The way other people on the right see it. The left is going to see it the way the other people on the left see it. Nobody's going to just be calls and strikes because people in this world don't even know what strikes are anymore. I don't think that Jimmy Kimmel should have been taken off the air based on what I heard. I think it was bullshit. I think it was terrible. I think it was fucked up. All right? But, yo, I'm not crying for Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, he's got bread. And he's got the ability to create his own platform if he's removed from ABC's platform. And that might be the best thing that ever happened to him. It may take a while for him to build his platform, but he's got the ability and he's got the resources to build a platform. We can't force private companies to keep these people on the air. Jimmy Kimmel ain't been funny in years, if ever.
Okay. Go ahead and land your plane, Anthony. We're turning to you and land your plane.
Listen, that's all good. I expressed what I needed to. Thank you for taking the time to listen. God bless all of you.
Who was next in the queue?
Okay, so I just push back 1 second on that because there is Pam Bondi is the one who came out talking about anybody who says any hateful speech, basically, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm looking for her exact quote and I'm scanning it right now, trying to find it, and I'll get the clip. If you guys don't believe my words, I'll get the clip. She's the one who started this, plus another person, because we have very short memories. They were letting us know if anything was said about this young man that they were going to lose their what? they were just going to be canceled. And I'm paraphrasing. So she's trying to say that hate speech is not protected, and she's a liar. So I'm going to go find, because otherwise, then everyone who's outside have been called a nigger, they should all be in jail.
Say it in rap music.
Right now. Can I respond to you, Lisa?
So
is that okay with you, Lisa, for me to respond to what you just said?
You just told Christine she couldn't respond.
I'm asking Lisa.
She finished her statement before you respond. Relax.
Okay, what I was going to say is I am paraphrasing. I'm currently looking for the exact thing that she said, so it won't be what I'm saying, it's what she said. So go ahead, Anthony. You can retort while I'm looking for it.
There's no retort. I'm going to retort him first.
So Lisa.
Wait a minute.
Lisa.
Wait. Because Lisa didn't even finish. So it's nothing to respond to. Hold on.
Lisa said I can respond to her.
But she didn't even finish. You can't respond to an incomplete fucking statement, nigga. Wait a minute. I want to respond to you.
Anthony,
she didn't even finish.
Don't drop anybody off the stage. Okay.
All right, but she didn't finish.
Fuck you, whoever dropped me. Fuck you, whoever dropped me.
Anthony, cool it. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
interrupt you, but come on, bro. Brooklyn, one mic on you. Please keep going.
Anthony was incorrect, and TC and whoever else was incorrect when they said that it was because of Nexstar did say that they weren't going to play any Jimmy Kimmel shows, but it came after the head of the FCC made a threat to them, basically saying that they will lose their licensing for it. So it was basically on the FCC, which is a government-operated fucking entity. Yes, it was very much so the government that stopped it. Thank you.
Yes, and like I said, I put the government.
Yo, Gemini, Lisa Vincent, you can respond. Brooklyn jumped in front of me, so I'm responding.
I'm just saying that the link that I put in the chat has the information about the FCC, and it spells out how it started with the FCC making the threat, then the 200 stations.
That's right.
So it started with the government first.
That's right.
And if you read the article, it spells out how it went down.
And please stop fooling yourself to think.
There's a key word that we have to look for when certain people talk. All right? The key word is basically. When you hear them say the word basically, it basically means bullshit.
The word is read. Stop. The key word is read the article. Read with the key word. Read the article.
Hold up, one mic. You can't all come off the mic. One mic. One mic on Anthony. I'm about to shoot you. I don't want to shoot. Come on, y'all. Let it happen. Go ahead, Anthony.
Say you're gonna shoot me and then tell me to go ahead. Like I'm coming.
No, I said if they cut you off for you to finish what you're saying, keep going.
I appreciate it. Cool, thank you. I appreciate it. So with that said, right? Listen, I'm responding to Lisa. We could get back to the other FCC stuff afterwards. All right. When Bondi said whatever she said about going after those groups because of hate speech, people on the right checked Bondi. All right, they literally played and sent back to her post that Charlie Kirk made about hate speech, and she had to back down. They literally took Charlie Kirk's words and showed her the irony of her talking about hate speech. So this idea that, like Bondi's ideas represent the right and all that, it's nonsense. All right, the people on the right are actually the ones that want to have the debate, like Charlie Kirk was trying to have. The people on the right are the ones that conversations, the hard conversations, like Charlie Kirk was trying to do. The people on the right aren't the ones trying to censor people and shut them the fuck up, like so many people we see in this fucking room. Thank you for listening.
The Haitian in the queue, or y'all cowards like the Kirk shooter, and no one ain't gonna beat me with debate. You get in the queue or some other stuff. No, I'm saying y'all scared. I get that y'all.
Wasn't you next?
Gonna beat me.
Wasn't you next?
Scared of what? You ain't gonna say shit.
No, I'm saying you ain't gonna beat me with logic though. So
Yeah, we would.
Okay, I told you I'm shooting. Like, I left. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can say it and go.
Left, I'm literally clearing the queue for you. What are you doing, brother? All right, who's going? The left is not coming off the mic. Who's going? We got to keep it moving.
I was asking if I could go. I just want to point out a couple of things.
Yes, I'm here right here.
There's the article, literally.
Yeah, give him 1 second. Kiana, left was.
No, his ass is late. Let him.
Okay, well, go ahead, Kiana. Go ahead. Fuck it.
I'm calculating. There's an article at the top that literally nobody read. Jimmy Kimmel has not been fired. He did not lose his job. The show is off of the air while they talk to him and tell him what to say when he comes back on the air. 1. 2, I found the clip of Pam Bondi saying that they will really go after people if they say hate speech. If y'all want to hear that, or Patty, not Patty, my bad. Lisa, if you want it, I dropped it in the chat. I could drop it again because it was like minutes ago. And 3, if y'all want to hear what Jimmy Kimmel actually said, I could play that too because we over here talking about, oh, what he said was egregious. But did y'all? How many of y'all actually listened to what he said? Because he didn't say nothing bad about Charlie Kirk. We played clips of Trump. Okay, and of the reporter asking Trump how is he doing, with the loss, and Trump.
Do y'all mind if she plays it for me? Because I haven't heard it yet. Is it okay with y'all if she plays it?
Yeah, I would actually like to hear all those. I want to hear the clip from that lady that said that they were going to go ahead and proceed and prosecute people who mentioned it, and the Jimmy Kimmel clip, because I think a lot of
forgive me 1 second. I'm asking other minds real quick if they are good with that.
We can listen to it again because half the people who have got something to say about it hadn't heard it.
Okay, yeah, that's why I haven't had my opinion. I don't like to have an uninformed opinion. I haven't heard it.
Didn't we just hear this clip, or when are we playing something different?
But half the people in here, Lisa, that got an opinion don't know what they're saying. Ain't heard it.
Okay, cool. All right. Because the one Haitian clip was way too long. It was like 13 minutes.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Jimmy Kimmel only talked about it for like 2 minutes, and then Pam Bondi's clip was like not even a whole minute.
Yeah, I have hers already keyed up. I already have hers keyed up to play. So if you have both of them, that'd be great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, period. Let me switch over to the music mode.
After you show them that some action, hate speech. Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people? So we show them that some action is better than no action. We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything, and that's across the aisle. The Attorney General later clarifying on social media that hate speech that crosses the line into threats of violence is not protected by the First Amendment, and that she describes as a crime.
Okay, that's the Pam Bondi. Now let me switch over to Jimmy. Or do y'all want to talk about that?
No, go ahead and play the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say, go to the other one. Yeah.
Extending the deadline to force the sale, and now it's rumored that TikTok's assets have been sold to 80 Our thoughts, interests, and personal characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one we can trust, though, right? We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and put everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up? To have, sir.
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. Yes. He's at the 4th stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of somebody he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay? And it didn't just happen once.
Well, I was in the midst of, building a great, for 150 years they've wanted a ballroom at the White House, right? They don't have a ballroom. They've used tents on the lawn for President Xi when he comes over. If it rains, it's a wipe out. And so I was with the architects that would design. It's going to be incredible. And they came in, they said, Charlie Kirk is dead. I didn't know what they meant. They said he was dead. Charlie Kirk was shot. And they thought he was dead because it was so horrific, And they said, dead.
And then we installed the most beautiful chandelier. Sconces, you wouldn't believe. There's something wrong with it. There really is. Who thinks like that? And why are we building a a $200 million ballroom in the White. Is it possible that he's doing it intentionally so he can be bad about that instead of the Epstein list? By the time he's out of office,
And then he's basically done. He goes after the Patel guy, Cash Patel, and the rest of them. So is it?
Nobody said that shit was funny as hell. And it wasn't disrespectful to Kirk. I'm sorry.
And he literally was talking about the suspect. He said Charlie Kirk, the person that murdered Charlie Kirk. He wasn't talking about
You
Kirk.
were like beating a dead horse. So what do you think now?
I don't know what to think.
I think she was asking Christine, who was banging that drum earlier.
Okay.
Christine, she's spoken several times.
Let me ask everybody in general.
I didn't know that was directed at me. After listening to the full tape, I think I really do believe it's just horrendous of how he mocked this man's death, and I still stand on what I said before. And after listening to it again, I really believe I think he should have been fired and thrown off of ABC. So
what did he say what verbatim did he say that actually mocked Charlie Kirk?
Everything that it was all the comedy and all
he said nothing that mocked him.
She wasn't listening. Something wrong with this lady.
Look,
It's something really wrong with him.
He was messing with the
He literally didn't.
One mic on Brooklyn. Y'all can't just say Brooklyn started to speak. Let her respond. One mic on Brooklyn.
No, let me finish saying what I was saying.
That's how it's hold on real quick.
Well, I didn't finish saying what I had to say.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Whether
we agree
No, I wasn't finished, bro.
whether we agree with her or not, she's an elder. Remember that. So I
What the fuck that mean to me?
And I have not been able to. Since the question was directed at me, I think I should be able to speak. I feel like everybody,
I have not been able to say
Let her finish. Hey, Brooklyn, let's do this. Let her finish her thought, and then the mic goes directly to you.
She said,
Hey, Brooklyn, then the mic will be to you, and you won't be interrupted. Christine, go ahead.
okay, since the question was directed at me, it appears that no one in this room has any compassionate or empathetic bone in their body. If you don't think that man was mocked, the whole murderous act that was brought upon, Charlie Kirk and all of that, that was out of place. Every bit of it. It was mocking a man. Can I finish? Y'all stop calling her name so she won't have to respond anymore, please, y'all. Okay.
no, I'm gonna respond to her.
No, but this man, for y'all to see that this man was murdered, assassination, and you all can have any bit of compassionate or empathy for his death. I don't even know Charlie Kirk, but I don't even know what he stood for. But I still wouldn't want someone to be murdered the way he was murdered. And then Jimmy.
All right. Now it's time to shut you down, OG.
No.
You need to go research who he is.
Well, first of all, I already know who he is since he's been in the spotlight. Why did you? Can you guys hear me? Since he's been in the spotlight,
Yes, who is that?
I researched it and I know all about him, but I still don't think he should have been killed the way he was killed. And I believe what Jimmy Kimmel did on ABC, he should be fired. Yes, I agree. 100%.
Okay, please land your plane. Please land your plane. Brooklyn, go ahead. Brooklyn, please go.
Okay, let me go. Fuck Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn turn. One mic on Brooklyn.
One mic on Brooklyn.
Unless somebody else go find me, I'm busy. I'll be right
Listen.
back.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Royal.
So basically, all right, hold on.
I said Royal.
Wait, I got breaking news about this one, y'all, real quick.
Okay, one mic on Just.
ABC affiliate Sinclair says that Jimmy Kimball's suspension of will air a Charlie Kirk remembrance special in the place of the show and wants Kimball to donate to Kirk's family.
Lord have mercy. All in a new place right here. This is some book.
Okay.
So basically, Christine, I think what's happening is why everybody's getting on you is because if you listen to what Kimball said, he was basically mocking the president of the United States for not acknowledging Kirk's murder in the same way that like his family members were, his other friends. His other friends obviously were mourning his death, okay? And the president was just like kind of like flying past it, like it didn't really happen. Like he acknowledged it happened, but it wasn't a true mourning. That's what you're missing. That's what everyone. That's what every. Wait. I'm still talking.
Let him finish, Christine. Shoot. Let him finish, please.
Okay. Yes, please. So what I'm saying is, this is what everybody on this stage have been hearing. There's no disrespect to Kurt. All the question marks are to the president. That's what Jimmy Kimball was. He was like, wait, what is this guy doing? Why is he not mourning him like a normal person? What's going on? So this is, people don't understand on the stage why you're missing that.
Let me respond, please. If
y'all don't mention her name, she won't have to just say in general. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, let me just respond. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Sandra was waiting.
Sandra.
You don't have to respond to everything.
No, Christine, you can't. No, I'm sorry.
One mic on Sandra. One mic on Andra.
We got Trump.
I dropped it. Go ahead.
Auntie Sandra.
Thank you.
One mic on you, Sandra.
I don't think that Jimmy Kimball should be getting screwed over. Trump is a horrible, horrible person. They asked him how he felt after his friend got murdered. And he started talking about the frickin' ballroom. That man don't give a shit about nobody, including Miss Christine. So, whatever. Ain't nobody saying nothing nasty and dirty about Charlie Kirk. I didn't even watch the video because I'm glad I didn't see him die. But I do feel bad for his children and his wife. I did say that. But he was a nasty individual. He hated black people. He wanted us to be under his feet. And that's the truth. Just like Trump. So, rest his soul, Lord, if it's possible. But, and we got to deal with Trump until he goes to the great beyond.
I want to just read something about Trump got asked a question. This is the correspondent for CBS News asked him this. Given all the moving ways that the White House has paid tribute to Charlie Kirk, do you think it would have been fitting to lower the flags to half staff when Melissa Hortman, the Minnesota House Speaker, was gunned down by an assassin as well? President, I'm not familiar. The who? I mean, you talk about insensitive. Like, this was not long ago. Was it 2 months ago?
Your Honor. Let me speak.
Fucking sane.
Your Honor, on that point, not only that, but he said, well, if they would have called me, I would have done it. You know, of course, a lot of people ask us to lower the flag. We can't do it all the time. The flag would never be raised. But sure, I would have considered if they asked me. But not only that, when it happened, at the time, he said, they were like, are you going to call the governor of whatever? He's like, that would be a waste of time.
Right. So why would the governor call and ask him to lower the flag when he wouldn't even call him to give his condolences for what happened? But he would have done it. I would have done it had they called me.
They didn't say that. This Trump stands and he doesn't give a shit about Democrats, leftists, liberals, nothing. He don't give a fuck about us. All he cares about is his people.
The day after Charlie Kirk got killed, he was on Fox and Friends in the morning, and they said, how are you going to bring the people together? And he said, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't really care about bringing the people together. And he said, this is, then he started talking about, crazy leftists or whatever he said after that. I don't remember the next part. But he literally hates half of the country. He hates people who didn't vote. Violently hates them. Didn't know he said so. He talked about shooting rhinos, about shooting Liz Cheney's daughter. He fantasized about shooting her in the face. That's who we're dealing with.
Are you sure, Rosalind? I thought he was a good old Christian.
How long has Jimmy Kimmel been on air?
For a long time.
Of all the jokes that he's told, this was the one?
They're going to do a lot of shit right now because the iron is hot. So they're going to shut down as much Democratic shit as they can. And this is going to be a very active time for them. This is all shit they've been wanting to do anyway. He said a few months ago that he wanted to shut down these late night comedians. So he's just acting while the iron's hot.
Now, I remember when Trump actually made fun of, I forget the lady's husband that was attacked at their home.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, so it was okay for them to make jokes when he was injured, right? And that was funny, and he did that publicly, not privately. He did that on his platform. He did that during speeches that he was giving to the nation, right? And what I heard, and I'm glad I waited until I heard the Jimmy Kimmel clip, because what I heard was him criticizing Trump for a lack of empathy, right? For a lack of mourning on his behalf, right? Because of the way that he responded to the question. Like he said, I'm all right, and then started talking about his ballroom. He didn't talk about his friend, he talked about his ballroom. And then we can put an exclamation point on that with the fact that he was in New York Yankee game the following day after Charlie was unfortunately murdered. And not just there, like you and I might go to a game. He was dancing. He was doing that dance where he jerks off with both hands. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that little awkward dance. So yeah, he was doing it right. So when we see him doing that the following day, and then when he's asked empathy, why are we trying to frame that as Jimmy Kimmel being respectful to Charlie Kirk when he was actually highlighting the fact that Trump was being disrespectful, get empathy for a quote-unquote friend?
And to me too, Jim and I think the piece that got them upset when Jimmy said that the shooter, if they don't want to acknowledge that the shooter is one of them. That line right there is the main piece to me that I think they don't want to talk about. That's why you see the I don't know if it's the police chief in Utah, the one that's been giving the press conferences, but you notice how when he was talking about the shooter, when they discovered the identity of the shooter, he was like, "Oh, we were hoping that it wasn't one of our own." He said he was hoping his ass wasn't white, and that's what I'm saying is it's the same rhetoric when you see the right constantly. As soon as this happens, say it's the left, it's the left, it's the left, because you didn't want to, and you still don't want to acknowledge that this is not could have been, not should have been. It is one of your own, and you don't want to address that. So you rather just go ahead and gloss over it, and that's the part that Jimmy Kimmel really addressed. That I think that really sparked the issue they have. That's the thing they don't want to talk about.
Matter of fact, okay, so I need to play this. Okay, right.
And that's where we agree with you there, Alpha Glam. That's exactly should be fired for spreading lies and telling the American people
Did you hear the ad?
that's opposite of what the evidence says. How many times?
I'm pretty sure he said that for Lisa. Go ahead.
You remember Dingle when Trump said to her after her husband passed away that I'm sure he's looking down right now? I mean, up, right? There was nothing wrong with that, right? Basically telling her husband's in hell. Y'all remember that? Notorious? No? You don't remember that part?
Are you going to cut me off?
Lisa's pretty. She's the queen of the whole round world.
I are in this echo chamber. What was your question?
Go ahead, Notorious, finish. I hope you guys are not thinking this is an echo chamber.
But even an echo chamber denotes freedom of speech.
No, it's not an echo chamber.
Hold on, an echo chamber, because y'all don't know the words that y'all use. Y'all talk about being able to speak freely.
Maybe rearrange her mind.
Rock. You hear what you hear good talk. Like, is this an ESL? Sit your stupid ass down then. Go ahead, Jess. Go ahead. So, like, even an echo chamber, like, y'all say that because y'all freedom of speech, diversity of speech. Y'all want to include it in the conversation. Do you understand what y'all say contradicts every fucking thing that y'all do? Oh yeah, that's all y'all say. That's everyone's talking point. Y'all want an echo chamber. So you know that denotes that you want to say something outside of we think, and you still want to be heard. But yet when these mothers say out something outside of what you think, you want them to be fired. Y'all are fucking stupid.
See, that's the problem in this.
No, it's no problem, baby. I already got
Are you done?
You are done. No, I'm not done. I'm not done, bitch.
He'll let you know when he's done. Until then, stay on mute.
What's wrong with you dumb niggas? So y'all get up here. I know how y'all are in this echo chamber. Y'all gonna cut me off. You know, politically correct, and Lisa's is an echo chamber because y'all want to be heard. Y'all want to say shit that's outside of the norm, and y'all want us to hear you, right? That's exactly what the fuck that means. But when other people are saying what the fuck they want to say, that goes against what you and your regime or your administration thinks, then you don't want that to be heard. You want pockets to be tapped. You want people to be canceled. So please miss me. Y'all say shit because y'all don't. This is why we call y'all stupid, because you say things and then you like. There's nothing really you can say to bend your way out of this. But go ahead, I'm done now.
Yeah, you about to blow a fuse, ain't you? Yeah, this is the reason why it's an echo chamber. Like, whenever you disagree with Republicans,
I would like for you to address, sir, I don't need to know why you think it's an echo chamber. I want you to address, yes, I'm going to interrupt you now because I'm not going to let you I'm not going to let you do this. You're not going to waste my time. You're not. Okay. So you're going to answer the question. You're going to answer the question I asked you, or we can just move on because you're not going to do it.
Mike, you're not going to talk shit about the platform and speak on it.
You're not going to do it. So what I asked you was why do you want to be heard with your dissenting opinion, but these other people, you want them to be punished for their dissenting opinion? Don't tell me what an echo chamber. Don't tell me why this is an echo chamber. Answer what the fuck I just asked you. Thank you.
Just give me 1 second. This is what we're going to do. We're going to respect the forum. It's definitely not an echo chamber. We like hearing opposing points of view so we could. However, you're not going to come on the platform, talk shit about the platform, and then vent and give your opinion. Right? Speak to the topic and personal attack, no attacks on the platform. Simple.
I would like to reclaim my time when I get a chance, because I got a lot to say now.
You want to reclaim your time, Brooklyn? You're cute.
But you notice is fuck y'all is never an answer. See, is because whenever you salient point and you don't let them off topic, I understand, to have the conversation and whatever, but whenever you stem and hard nail them to a point, they dish, they dip, and then it's fuck y'all, and then you want to spaz out. Bitch, I got y'all bitches number. Y'all can never do it with me. So play with somebody else.
So I just want, because since y'all are so pro at this point, y'all pro.
1 second, Brooklyn. 1 second.
I was reclaiming my time, right? So you can mute up. Thank you. So, no, 5 minutes is too much.
5 seconds. Let me just say real quick.
That sounds more like it.
Rocky can go after Brooklyn. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
I'm talking to Gemini. Hey, man, we just set the rules again. You don't.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Well, I just feel like this at this point, since now all of a sudden the party of moving around, however the goalpost is, I want to now, since you all are okay with no freedom of speech, you want to censor everything that people are saying. I think that this is the time for you guys to definitely be censored in this room, especially. You get no freedom of speech, buddy. You're getting canceled. All of the things that you guys are advocating for, we're gonna do it. You know why? Because you said it's okay. See, I ain't never, in my whole entire life, I ain't never been that type of police ass bitch. I ain't never, ever. I ain't never called the police on people. I ain't never did none of that. But I think that it's time now, because see, everybody was against doxing, all of these people, all of these good Christian people and politically correct and 420 Lounge, they were all against all of the bad things. They was trying to save you, MAGA niggas, real bad. They saved you in so many different instances. And I think that if no time else, that you should have stood in the place of against what MAGA is doing would be now, and you should be wanting freedom of speech to be back. But since you don't, and since you want to placate and think that all of these things are fine, right? I think now is the time. We're doxing. Doxing is all on the table, guys. You want people to look and see one thing about it. You fucking with somebody that don't got shit to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose. So there's that. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got none of those things, right? So because you guys feel like this and you guys are pro, let's just make everything a dictatorship again. Where's the old lady Christine at? I'm speaking to her directly too. Because she thinks that with her black self, thinks that it's okay for black people to be in this position. Yeah, she thinks it's okay for black people to be in this position. Then okay, let's get this party started. Now we're gonna do what you all want us to do. I think that it's weird now. All cards are off. Like, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do because MAGA said that it was okay. The law says, the new law of Trump says that it is okay if somebody does something that you don't like, they say things that you don't like, dox them. I guess you can threaten violence, but I don't think we got it in us to just threaten violence or any of those things. But you can definitely dox them, and somebody might do it. So we don't know. But I just want you guys to never forget, because see, I've been holding you guys to the fucking fire this whole time, from the election to now. I remember everything. You niggas take back none of the things that you say, and today is another day, right? So when that day comes and all of this is on your fucking doorstep, right? And it ain't, you black, so you self-defense ain't gonna be the same for you as a white person. Let's be very clear about that. Remember we had that conversation about self-defense when the boy stabbed the boy by mistake? You remember? I was like, oh no, it wasn't self-defense. Well, guess what, black people? All of these things that y'all you rooted for is gonna come back to bite you niggas in the ass, and I'm gonna be one of the people that's gonna make sure it's there. Arlen, thank you very much. MAGA,
the Haitian in the queue.
You warned.
The Haitian in the queue.
No, there was somebody who was going after.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get after that person?
It was Rock. Go ahead, Rock.
Can I get after Rock?
I'm going after Rock. Then go ahead, Rock.
All right, I'm going after Gemini.
Yeah.
You're going after me.
All right, the Haitian going after Gemini.
Go ahead, Rock.
Hey, Brooklyn, I understand where you're coming from, but the same thing that you're saying been happening. Okay?
Has it?
It's been happening. Like I said, a lot more things has happened than things that you think is happening. That's the thing. We have a lack of job for the black people because, like I said, there's excessive of people that's here that's taking our job. And due to DEI, that your brother and your cousins and them who worked so hard at a job that wanted an upper position to get paid $50 an hour couldn't get that job because a family member of a Spanish person or a family member who had no experience of that job that you had that position. Surgery, you can say what you say.
What are you talking about,
places like New York and places like Miami, believe it or not.
Oh, because freedom of speech ain't free no more, nigga. You can't say this shit to me.
You say whatever you just want to say.
Freedom of speech ain't a thing. So every time you say freedom of speech ain't a thing. Guess what, Haitian?
Brooklyn, come on. I didn't let nobody cut you off.
Freedom of speech ain't a thing.
Brooklyn, come on, man. I didn't let nobody cut you off. You gotta give me the same respect with them, man. I hear you, but you gotta let them finish. Brooklyn, you gotta let them finish. Brooklyn, you gotta let them finish. Go ahead, Rod.
I'm not respecting you, bro.
You lucky I'm not part of this dictatorship, nigga.
Brooklyn, come on, man.
I'm lucky I ain't got.
I don't want to shoot you. Come on.
Again, I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna lay my plane, and thank you, Brooklyn, for opening up for me. I just read your mind. The only reason that you vote Democrat, Brooklyn, is for the welfare, the food stamp, and the Section 8 house.
Oh hell no!
Get the fuck up.
Mother did. Goodbye.
I don't know why y'all thought a clown was gonna say anything different.
Get to talk to me. I mean, I can't relate. I can't relate to a nigga that was in foster care his whole life and definitely did depend on welfare, Medicaid, and fucking food stamps. Are you retarded or something? You niggas are retarded. You Haitian.
That's the best they got. That's their representative.
But wait a minute, because this one real bad with his big ass head want to get on here and talk bad. But he benefited from TPS. Nigga, you about to go. I am reporting you and your wife for harboring a fucking fugitive immigrant. Nigga, you going. I'm promising you that.
You know what, please don't do that in the 420. Don't do that. Please respect my space.
Swing back. Y'all gonna say I went overboard.
Swing, better swing, bitch.
Move the mic.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go. Just Haitian.
Don't bring it back up.
Brooklyn on some other shit.
President of the United States Donald Trump had a chilling reaction.
Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they'd get, Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that.
They're next. I hear they're going to be going. Well, tonight, an ABC spokesperson confirms that Jimmy Kimmel's late night show has been preempted indefinitely. Just hours after a large set of ABC affiliates announced they would refuse to air Kimmel's show, they say because of comments the late night host made on Monday night relating to the motives of the man that shot and killed Charlie Kirk, wrongly suggesting the killer was part of the MAGA movement. He was not. Nexstar, the largest owner of local stations in the country, came out and said it, quote, strongly objects to recent comments made by Kimmel concerning the killing of Charlie Kirk and will replace the show with other programming in its ABC affiliated markets. And if that were the whole story, he said something, it was not correct, the affiliates pushed back, well, then that would be one story. But that, of course, is not the whole story. Okay? Because crucially, just hours before that statement, Trump's hand-picked FCC chairman went on a podcast and suggested ABC's broadcast license for affiliates could be at risk if they did not suspend or fire Kimmel, essentially issuing an order saying, and I quote him here, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Well, hours later, ABC made the announcement Kimmel would indeed be taken off the air indefinitely. And this is just the latest chapter in Donald Trump's ongoing campaign to crack down on free speech, dominate the media, and essentially render the First Amendment meaningless. An extreme campaign that has been on overdrive the past week. I mean, just yesterday, you had the Deputy Attorney General of these United States, the number 2 of the Department of Justice and the former criminal lawyer for the president, suggesting using criminal anti-racketeering laws, the kind of things used for mobsters, RICO statutes, to go after and prosecute protesters who heckled Donald Trump at a restaurant, who yelled at him. We're also...
Okay, so I was playing a little bit of clip of that. But you heard what that man just said. He said that the FCC told that what is it, Nexstar, that owns these stations. I didn't even know that there was a conglomerate that owned all these stations. that if they didn't get rid of Kimmel, they were going to have their license pulled. Now, who on here was talking about what?
Anthony, that's what I'm about to say.
What?
He's gone.
Christine and all them.
Anthony.
They all gone, of course, now.
Who said that? No.
Y'all stop playing with my
She talking about
that was a bomb clip, Lisa.
dropping my food. Now I have nobody to talk to.
Lisa, who said that again, please?
Exactly what I've been trying to squeeze in for the last hour, sitting over here mute.
Damn.
I wanted them to hear this whole thing.
No, they left on their own. I just picked it
No,
back.
I'm just saying because you keep, okay, I'm not saying nothing the fuck else. I'm over here going through all these fucking clips, investigating every fucking thing that's being said, so I can make sure I come back with facts for this.
It's Gemini fault.
And waiting. So I went through 5, 6, 7 articles, 2 fucking computers, an iPad, and a phone.
Lisa,
that Emeryville slander, Gemini. You know what you did.
I was taking a shower. I was taking a shower, so I don't know anything.
With people who think that it's okay to lie about who the killer and is, like, there's no debating this. Trump said it was the leftists even before they even had a criminal. Okay, even before they had a suspect, he automatically assumed it was leftist, and only to find out that it is not. It's the opposite.
What are you talking about, Juicy? He literally is a leftist. His parents literally said, yeah, he is interrelated with a transgender woman who literally. You do know there are gay trans people.
That does not mean
conservative. I mean, you do know they're also conservative. Like, what are you talking about?
That does not mean.
Where can I get the mic? Because I was supposed to go after Gemini. I got shot. They said my wife was in shit, and then they threw me in the group.
Lisa, can you put that link in the chat, please?
You going back to Haiti? That's what I said.
But I'm saying, like, when I'm swinging, I'm listen.
Can't hold you here. That's what I said.
But when I swing back, they just gonna move me to the group.
Bitch.
Don't.
I just want to present.
One mic on you, Haitian. Say what you're gonna say and quit arguing. Just say what you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
say.
be honest with you. I think Gemini told you like 50 times to stay on mute, and you didn't know how to stay on mute.
You gotta be kidding me, man. It was my turn to talk. She talking about my wife.
The fucking stage to include Brooklyn, right? And she's like loyal.
She's been jumping off the mic and insulting people, talking about me going back to Haiti and my wife.
The Haitians, you have 30 seconds to make your point.
Make your point. Arguing with Patty is gonna waste your time and get you kicked off the stage. Trust me. Just go ahead and
then we're done.
There ain't no point in bro. You arguing with the wrong one. Just say what you say. Speak, nigga.
All right, I'm gonna speak. So, the fact that y'all saying that he's a MAGA Trump supporter, that just lets me know that y'all are really like warping y'all minds. Y'all want to believe that he would go against. Look,
we did not say that.
Coming off the mic, right? But you gonna say that?
5 more seconds. Everybody on mute.
Y'all want to echo chamber, man? It's all good. I ain't tripping. Y'all tripping, man. I ain't tripping.
We'll have us 30 seconds, please, y'all. Go ahead, Haitian.
It's gonna be longer than 30 seconds.
They talk for like 10 minutes. All right, man. Listen. So, anyways, what sense do it make for him to have been a MAGA supporter and Charlie Kirk is pumping some MAGA shit? Like, do y'all have like critical thinking issues, man? He literally hates Trump. His dad already said that he hated Trump and Charlie Kirk, but he didn't think nothing of it. When asked, goddamn 10 seconds.
Keep going.
This shit crazy. Again, the other aspect of it, once again, him using that language, fascist, him fucking the transgender, that's not something that Charlie Kirk was in favor of, right? He actually condemned that shit and called those people crazy for wanting to cut off their dick off. He felt some type of way, just like a lot of y'all feel some type of way, because what Charlie Kirk was saying, that shit was indisputable. You can't be around here trying to recreate reality, trying to cut off your dick, call you a woman, and then he felt some type of way about it because at the end of the day, like, damn, I can't argue with him because I know how much time I stick my dick in this man. He ain't never gonna be no woman for real. So that's why
your time is up. Thank you for your submission.
Let me kill him because I can't.
Thank you for your submission.
I can't tell you.
Thank you for your submission, sir. Thank you for your submission. We appreciate you.
That's the type of thoughts that these people have.
Can I say something? I've been listening for a long time. And I'd really appreciate if people could respond to this point. Regardless of what he believed, right? It's like, oh, was he a, trans maxer, or did he fall in love with a trans person and now he wants to defend trans, whatever. We can't know for sure. He's not talking. What we do know, and I've said this before, but I really want to hear people actually respond to this. The environment that he grew up in, we know exactly the environment he was raised in. We know exactly what his family believed. We know exactly what that community is. Exactly how we've seen the pictures of him 10 years old with a gun bigger than he is. So why is nobody talking about the kind of environments that raise up killers, whether you're on the left, whether you're on the right, whatever you believe? What environments are producing these kind of people? I'd really love to hear somebody respond to that.
I'll respond. He belongs to Utah. He's one of theirs. He's raised by them. He's taught by them. He's a product of Utah 100%. Everything that he has become is because of the people who raised him. I don't know if he's ever even left Utah. So that's what he is. He has nothing to do with anything but them.
Because Rosalind, even the people talking about, but he rebelled against that upbringing. He rebelled. So what if he was MAGA? He rebelled. No, here's the response, please. Here's the response. What did his upbringing teach him about the manner of rebellion? Because plenty of us have rebelled against our fucking parents. What do we fucking do? What? Fuck people of the same sex and dye our hair purple or whatever the fuck? Fucking move to Tahiti or whatever? People rebel in all manner of ways. His manner of rebellion was to pick up a gun and shoot somebody. Now, who taught him that kind of rebellion is acceptable?
Mm-hmm. I don't think nobody taught him.
His family taught him.
He went against that shit. That was his middle finger to his community. I thought I was answering that shit. Yeah. So again, that was his response for having that standard placed on him. He resented having been brought up as a Mormon. He hated that shit because he had to follow the rules of not fucking a faggot, not fucking a transgender.
What's going on here? Why is he being homophobic on shit? Y'all homophobic?
Do y'all know that every single time, there's when there's an election, you know that there's Republican conventions and there's Democratic conventions, and they're aired on TV. They're huge deals. They draw thousands of people. We know this every 4 years. Every time, whatever city the Republican convention is in, Grindr completely goes down. The fucking servers can't handle how much activity there is on the gay sex cruising website Grindr every time the Republican convention is down. The Grindr doesn't go down any other time. Explain that to me.
Not good like dick.
I don't think that matters. But,
well, you're using his gayness.
I didn't use it. You got the wrong person.
That he's not MAGA.
So I'm gonna answer your question. From my understanding of this young man, he's never been in trouble before. If you look at the mother's Facebook, the Robinson lady Facebook, she posts a lot of pictures of her and her son. They had a really good relationship. He didn't really agree with his dad. He thought his dad was uber MAGA, and he even in the text messages, he was disappointed. He was going to let his old man down, right? So he grew up. He went to college, had good grades. I don't know what happened to. No one knows until he talks what happened to his young man. One second.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
1 second. So, but we do know, and Lisa, I sent you the clip. We know what the person who's going to be trying the case said based on his interviews, and I take what the police are saying and what the DA is saying, because they have all the evidence. In 17 minutes and 15 seconds, between 7 minutes and 31 seconds, he talks about who the shooter was. And it was clear he was leftist. That was point blank, and there's no other evidence that point to him being MAGA. And so,
there is. That's why I wanted to talk about. There is evidence.
You could play the clip where the DA, where just 2 days ago, he went on TV and he had that press conference where he read the charges off. He explained everything. I suggest everyone go back and actually listen.
Wait, hold on. How is that? Hold on, let me ask the question real quick. Oh God! How is it that? I'm sorry, just 1 second. How is it that the DA knows that he was MAGA and he hasn't spoken at all? Exactly. And they explained that he didn't speak. Well, where did you get your information from, Omari? Omari, listen to what I'm saying to you. How does the DA know that he's a leftist if he's never spoke or testified or anything? He's not cooperating.
They interviewed the mom.
Saying that because
they interviewed the mom.
Interviewed the mom.
They did interview the mom.
How do you know? And they interviewed the grandmother who also said that they was MAGA.
I'm gonna go with the clip. What the DA said in his press conference. It's a 30-minute clip. In 17 minutes, I'm giving you the time. 17 minutes.
Listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying. No, Omari.
I'm going by what they're saying.
No, but how are you going by what they're saying if they haven't even gotten testimony from the guy who actually did it?
But wait a minute.
Do you believe the DA, yes or no?
1 second. No. Because you said, Omari, hold on 1 second. Because you said that there was no other evidence that would point to this kid being MAGA, but there is. The first things they discovered on this guy's laptop was that he donated to Donald Trump's campaign. That's one. And two, they also found that he was on certain websites like Nick Fuentes. He was considered he had rhetoric, even when they found the bullets that had the rhetoric on the bullets, it was very synonymous with the same rhetoric of what they call the Groypers online, the same followers that follow Nick Fuentes. So all of these people are right-wing conservative that carry that rhetoric on their podcast. He's following those people. That was found on his laptop. So we can't say that there's absolutely no evidence that points to him potentially being MAGA. That's not true.
Can I speak?
Can I just get 1 more second to respond? Can I get 20 seconds?
In order to be with a trans person. So there's no Republicans that are gay or trans. It's only the people on the left.
So why are we going back to the trans things? We're just talking about
let me just say what you said.
There's so many
I didn't use the word trans in my argument.
Republicans. This is the stupidest dumb black argument I've ever heard in my life. To hear that there are no Republicans that are gay.
Like, exactly, Bella. Thank you.
It's the dumbest fucking argument.
Dumb black argument? Is that what you said?
No, the gay argument. Go ahead, Bella.
Who's talking about gender? We're talking about left versus right.
Okay, you're missing it. Let Bella finish. She was making a good point.
Yeah, I mean, so, here's the thing is that you want to come in and you want to make it racist. You want to make it about gay or trans or whatever.
You? It's not me. You didn't listen to
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking to you, Omari. I actually support everything you're saying. I'm saying that
oh, never mind. I thought she was on our side. Never mind.
Bella.
And she
please, one mic on Bella.
You know what? I don't even think it's worth it.
Bella called it a dumb argument.
Great.
It is. It's a dumb black argument.
Wait, why
No, I'm gonna say it.
Hold on.
She said she's gonna say it. Let her say it.
I'm gonna say it. Let me say it.
I was just saying what I was saying. No, let me reiterate what I said. They were saying that
we want to hear what she said about a black
body.
Let's let her go real quick. About the black joke.
Yeah, it's a dumb black argument. See, everybody.
Let her say it.
Okay, go ahead. Record it. It's a dumb black argument to then claim that this is then a gay or trans argument to play into any of this shit. Like, it's so stupid. If you ever truly listened to anything that Charlie Kirk had to say, he was not anti-gay, not anti-trans, not anti-black. He was not racist. Like, all of it is bullshit.
So
all of it.
So why
all of it. So when So when a black woman comes to bring in it like, oh, this is racist, like this is trans shit, this is anti-trans, anti-gay, anti all the rest of it, and that apparently this kid was MAGA is crazy. It's nuts. Go walk, like, I mean, look at the evidence. Open up your eyes.
We're talking about the evidence. What evidence are you talking about?
Am I allowed to land?
So wait,
Am I allowed to land?
Y'all gotta let her finish her statement. Let her finish her statement. Let her show some self-restraint. Respond afterwards.
Yeah, nobody wants to let me land.
I'll let you land.
No. Let her land. Let her land. Rebuttal comes afterwards, and y'all get the same respect.
Gemini, I need that mic you got, boy. Woo.
At the end of the day, we are all part of the human race, and we are all in this game together. And what is going on right now? Oh, we're not. Okay, so we're against each other.
Just go ahead, please.
All right, fine. Exactly. Like that's the reason it's not even worth having this discussion.
Please. 2 more sentences.
Y'all prolonging it every time y'all interrupt her.
There's a reason why we're trying to let her talk.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Please. Just
respect the stage. If y'all respect Lisa, respect the stage. Please mute up and let her conclude her thought. Please. The rebuttals come afterwards and you will get the same grace. Keep going.
Can I just say something real quick? If you guys
I'm done.
Hold on, Bella. No, Bella.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Bella. You have the mic. Go ahead, Bella, because it's nothing that. Just go ahead and finish what you're gonna say. It's like 5 people talking. I don't know what you said before that. I'm still trying to figure it out. Go ahead, Bella. Could you just finish out what you were saying?
I don't even think it matters. I don't even think it matters.
It does. We like to hear opposing voices. Please keep going.
No, honestly, if you're not willing to listen, it's not even opposing. It's uniting. That's the difference. Gemini.
Okay, then uniting. Just don't keep
Say
going,
a
please.
woman said instead of saying a black woman said. That's what you said. All I did was answer him because they were talking about, well, he's trans, so he had to be leftist. And I said, so that means that there's no Republican leftist. And you came on the stage and said, a black woman said that there's no gay or trans Republicans. That's not what I said. And you didn't hear what he said before you going to come in and try to bullshit.
I heard to get to the part. See, y'all been interrupting so much. They're trying to let her get to the part where she was calling it a dumb black.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that part. What was the dumb black argument?
What black guy?
And Bella, y'all start interrupting people, then y'all can hear her. She didn't address the whole thing, though. She sounded like she's going to go deeper into it, but people keep interrupting. So if we don't agree, it's better to get the full picture and get context. That way you can have a full rebuttal. You can't give a full rebuttal.
Yeah, well, let her know.
I've been trying to. I keep telling everybody to let her finish.
Hello?
Bella, are you complete?
Are you there? Hello?
Bella, are you complete with your statement?
I don't believe that on this stage I can get my complete.
You can get it out.
Right now, I am telling you, I will shoot anybody that interrupts you.
Please.
Bella, I will shoot anybody that interrupts you.
I can
Please conclude your thought, and we'll then have a response.
Please.
Okay, so my entire complete thought is that if you ever listen to anything that Charlie Kirk had to say, if you were listening to his movement as to what he was doing with the youth, he was definitely not racist, definitely not anti-gay or anti-trans. He always welcomed those people into the discussion. He was always welcoming people into a discussion to have a discussion about where we were going together as humans. And so when people cut people off and they just say, well, you're racist or what have you, but yes, I got cut off by a black woman who's like, well, all of a sudden, their opinion is more important than what has happened. But what has happened here is an assassination. And what people are failing to acknowledge during this is that this is truly the first.
That's what they're
Okay.
failing to
Okay.
acknowledge
All right. Goo.
Nope.
This is the
Let me
first.
tell you something. You
Okay.
fucking.
Scotty, come on, bro.
Oh my God. I was told no. This is the thing. This is what you guys are all racist.
And
This is
she's
what
a
you
fucking
guys are.
liar.
Okay.
How much longer do we have to have her explain why it's a
You all have to interrupt.
Y'all gotta stop interrupting. Come on, man. This is getting on my fucking nerves. Y'all lucky my mic was cut. Please, Scotty. Please, Scotty. Scotty.
What the fuck are we doing here?
For real, I feel like this is abuse now. This enough is
I got a headache.
It's not enough. We gotta show some self-control. We have to show self-control here.
Okay, but she's giving her. She said what she needed to say. Now she's running us down, and we don't have to listen to that.
Well, she's gonna get run down too. Trust me.
Right.
Okay, because the clap bag that I got, baby. Okay.
Bella, were you complete? One mic, Bella, were you complete?
I was not complete. How the fuck?
I just did. I don't want to shoot, but I don't got an option at this point because we can't hear. Bella, go ahead.
There's a difference between an assassination and a murder, and what we first assassination of a political figure that we've seen since the 1960s.
Minnesota.
No, that is not an assassination. That was a
You
political.
got shot. Keep going, Bella.
Yeah, that was a murder. An assassination is a murder of a person in a public space who is meant to be taken out. We haven't seen since the 1960s. I'm sorry, but everybody who's claiming any differently is wrong. And there's a reason that he got assassinated, and everybody needs to take a deep fucking breath and take race out of it and go back and listen to what he was saying, because none of it was racial, none of it was anti-gay or anti-trans or any of the rest of it. The only thing he had to say was that we had to take back America and protect our younger generation, and I agree with him on that. Now, if you all want to come at me, and now I link.
We are. Okay, so
Yeah,
where everybody comes off mic, let me just say something.
One mic on Justin. One mic on Justin.
Okay, Robert, you gotta wait, Robert.
Please just hold on.
One mic on Justin. Come on, bro.
What's wrong with you, Spence?
Y'all making me shoot people I actually like, but I don't have an option because it's going to be everybody getting shot. Robert, I shot.
I just want to say,
go ahead.
Nobody's on her side. I just wanted to hear the whole racist thing that she had to say. And what I'll say to you, and because I'll let Black woman address this, but for you to come up here and say it's a dumb Black opinion, or a Black woman, and she's all of those things are microaggressions, and the way they're about to treat you is how you deserve to be treated, because you came up here doing that shit. You know exactly. You can go on mute. Because I made a way for you. You can go on mute, and I'll wait till you do that. Please don't reply anything to me. Thank you. So you came up here. You did all the dog whistles. You performed. You lied, and you disrespected Black women. You didn't have to do any of that to say your opinion. So the reason I let you speak is because I wanted everybody to hear an example of how, if you let people talk, they will reveal exactly how racist they are. Now, y'all can get her.
Hey, y'all.
One mic. We're going to have a queue. Robert, go ahead.
The Haitian next.
No, let's Sandra respond. Let Sandra respond.
No, you
Sandra, okay, Sandra. One mic on Sandra then.
Where's Haitian?
You don't wanna.
No,
you already crucified us. It was a mass murder thing.
You know what? No, she should. If we're being fair, she should have a chance to respond. It should be a squabble.
Yeah, let Sandra respond.
Nobody said anything disrespectful about CK. We have never, in this room, other rooms, said anything disrespectful or celebrated his death. All I said, because they went to the transgender boyfriend that he supposedly had. I don't care about that, because I'm not sleeping with them. I'm not in their bedroom. That has nothing to do with me. But just because if he did have a transgender boyfriend does not mean he was leftist. It just means he fell in love with a boy. What the hell? Y'all are tripping. Y'all are really tripping. Y'all grasping at straws because y'all didn't want it to be no Utah white boy born and raised in a damn family of Mormons that shot that man. That's not our fault. That's not a black woman's fault. So get off my dick.
Definitely not. Okay, definitely not black culture's fault that Charlie Kirk got shot. Never said that. Never even implied that.
Do y'all know there's a I Am Charlie Kirk movement? You guys are fucked. They got black.
You out of here. Okay, you know what? You're done. You're out. You're not gonna talk out of turn and say stupid shit.
So Bella, I wanted to correct you about assassinations because you said that in order for something to be considered an assassination, that's not true. I looked it up. The definition says that murder by sudden or secret attack, often for political reasons, the act or an instance of assassinating someone such as a prominent political leader. So that doesn't mean that by that definition, Charlie Kirk is not the one person that's been assassinated since the 60s. That's not true. And we just seen 2 senators in Minnesota get assassinated. That would be considered an assassination. Those were 2 political figures. So we can't say that and furthermore, I for me personally, I don't have a problem with people who did were a fan of Charlie Kirk, honoring him in their own way or whatever they want to do. But it just baffles me how it's the circumstance around it for me. The way that this man is considered a martyr, and that the fact that we're even having conversations about him being compared to MLK and Malcolm X. Because at the end of the day, you may not think that his speech was hateful or rhetoric, but no offense, you may not be in those set groups that might find offense to what he said. So that probably might be the reason why you don't feel that way. But for some of us who are in those set groups, some of the things that Charlie Kirk did say were offensive. And so it is equally offensive to me to even hear that now, even in death, that y'all would compare him to somebody of a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King, and then turn around and say that we as black people are the ones having a dumb argument. But you go on.
No, I'm really curious. What are you offended about what he said, Amber? Or Alpha, sorry.
It's okay. The fact that he said that black women, the thing he said about the Congresswomen and the women in Congress being incompetent, those statements about black women not having full brain capacity, those implicating that we don't have the same intelligence. His stance about DEI, not acknowledging the fact that the majority of DEI was benefited white women, but still continue to use black men as an example to say that he questions their intelligence or their skill set level because they were a DEI hire. Those things are offensive. So yes, now does that mean that I think that he should have been killed? No, absolutely not. But to say that he said nothing offensive is a farce.
I mean, okay. I get how to take specific things that he said out of context in clips and get offended by them. But when you listen to his entire arguments, especially the arguments that he had against anyone of any race, he always said, like, we're all one human race. He was always going back.
When did he say, quote, we're all one human race? And
multiple times, with all due respect.
Quote it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just like we found all the racist clips
under the sun. If you look at his work, it's not that
Find a clip.
Oh my God. There's so many.
Honestly, I dare you will not find a clip where Charlie Kirk says we are all equal.
He actually does. He actually goes back to.
And why does he have so much hate for? I just put a bunch of clips.
There's so many of them.
What is it all the time? Show me a clip where he says he's equal to a Trump. Show me that clip.
No.
He's equal.
No.
We're all
He was very clear in that the fact that as being humans are part of society.
What speech? What conference?
Bella, I'll get it for you, Bella. Just stand by.
Let's Omar's got me. That's the thing. It's like this is the
He's not gonna find it either. He's not gonna find it either.
I don't care enough to prove to you people.
Right. So stop. Of course you have a blind belief.
Not lying.
That gives you
No. This is such complete bullshit because we sit here and tell you people chapter and verse. Here's his own words. Here's the clip.
Right.
Here's the quote.
Yes.
And you sit here and say, let me finish. Let me finish. Are you gonna let me finish?
No, because you never let him finish his own thought. Every single person.
Okay, so you can come back up after I'm finished. We sit here and quote and give clips and give sources, and yet you people say, that's not right, it's out of context, that's not the right, blah, 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 fucking blah. And then you come up here and say whatever fucking bullshit sounds good out of your own head, and you never have a fucking source, and you never have any fucking proof, you never have a fucking link, you never have fuck all, but yet somehow we're the ones who are the liars and misrepresenting everything.
So this is Eagle. I wanted to speak to something. I got the clip. I wanted to speak to ideologies, right? And then so there's an ideology.
Oh yeah. Who did you just interrupt? Who was talking?
So there's a certain ideology that I think right?
Who was speaking before Eagle Hall?
Not sure, but I shot him. Oh, whoever is about this, we're not playing. You get a shot if you coming out of turn. Who is next?
Bring Robert up. Robert wanted to speak. Let me see.
Come on up. I put the clip in where he screams down at some guy that was trying to be anti-gay, and then he sticks to gay people. It's in the chat.
But if you look at his body of work, it's the same thing over and over. He is not anti-gay, he's not racist, he's not any of those things. Like, it's wild to me that all of you have listened to the bullshit.
Ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You're casting open chicken ham. And so
I have been here a lot.
He never spoke against gays. And he never spoke against them. Liar.
Yeah.
I have a lot of thoughts about Charlie Kirk speaking against gays. Do we want to do this? Do we want to put them all in the chat?
Here's the thing, y'all.
Let's do it.
She does not care about the receipts. She is here.
No, I absolutely care about. No, you're wrong, Spirit. You're wrong, Spirit. All I care about is the story. No, he's right. You're out of charity.
Well, if he wasn't saying anything, why was he assassinated? What's the reason he got out of jail? Why was he assassinated?
Exactly.
What was he mad? What was he mad about?
Oh, no. The reason that he was assassinated is because everybody is afraid of the movement that he was starting.
He shot him to stop.
Do you understand the movement? No. He was starting.
Yeah, 50 years of some shit, man. And who knew who went? First of all, bitch. What she good? What happened? I hate when I be the only person on somebody and then now all of a sudden everybody you talking about IQ? That is.
I was a kid. And not of any sort of race, but then they just yes, yeah. But that's what he did. And you know what? He also had every single senator, every single presidential candidate. All of them wanted him because he's the people who are speaking to our youth. And if you guys don't like it, then go ahead.
No, you're a liar. You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. He just got offered $115 million.
Nationalist movement.
Like, you guys are into that.
And you support
You support it.
Denial.
I
can say declaratively, this guy is not worthy of a national holiday. He is not worthy of godlike status. In fact, I think it's really harmful. Kirk describes King as, quote, a bad guy. It's true. And Kirk self-described very, very radical view that the country may